After the last two parts of lecture, we've learned that Western culture and Chinese culture are different from the very beginning because of the distinctive geographical environments in which they originated. European culture, the mainstream of the Western culture, originated in the ancient Greece and ancient Rome, where the maritime environment is open. In contrast, Chinese culture sprang up along the plains of Yellow River Basin and Yangtze River Basin. With high mountains in the east and a vast ocean in the south, the geographical environment is semi-closed. On these different lands boomed two different civilizations: commercial civilization in the West and agricultural civilization in China. In the West, the limited farming land and advantages of navigation skill prompted the European to initiate maritime trade and expand overseas to colonize, which induced commercial civilization. As to China, vast arable land, affluent water resources, moderate climate, and abundant natural resources, plus the intelligence and dedication of ancient Chinese people, made it natural for agriculture to occur and thrive in China. So did the agricultural culture. The idea of valuing agriculture and disdaining commerce had ever been held for thousands of years. Even till now, agriculture is still the lifeblood of Chinese national economy and people's livelihood. Hence, agricultural culture is a striking feature of Chinese culture. In fact, the influence of geographical difference also gives us insight into the difference in food cultures of the two parts. First, the two cultures are based on two different dietary structures. For the Western people, the agricultural products grown on the limited arable lands couldn't meet their daily need. So they make livings by fishing, trading, and raising livestock. They are actually living amphibious lives. This idea is proposed by Hegel to refer to the complementation of the land resources and marine resources. Fishing and raising livestock provide ample meat and dairy products, while farming produces barley and wheat, together with meat as materials of staple food. It also produces fruits to make juices and wine and vegetables as complementary source of diet. The focus of meat is manifested in a formal traditional meal. A formal meal may include 7 courses. The first one is appetizer. The second is soup. Western soup can be divided into consommé, cream soup, vegetable soup, and cold soup. The next one is entree. Years ago, it was customary to serve 3 appetizer courses, the last one providing the entree to the main course. Today, the third course is often the main course in a simpler dinner, often listed on restaurant menus under entree. But when 3 appetizers are served at a multi-course meal, the third course is a light appetizer. The fourth course is a main course. It is the largest or most important part of a meal. It is often made of meat, consisting of a combination of hot cooked foods such as roast beef, surrounded by seasonal vegetables, a starch, and a garnish. The fifth course is a light course of cold or cooked foods such as endive salad, asparagus with hollandaise sauce, or cold roti. The sixth one is dessert, such as pudding, ice cream, cheese, etc. The ninth one is coffee or tea. So meat is not only the principal part of the main course, but also the ingredients of some other courses. It's no wonder that the Westerners are considered as carnivorous race. However, it is another case in China. The development of agriculture made it more narrow for ancient Chinese people to depend on rice, wheat, and vegetables on daily diet. In the meantime, stock farming is comparatively less focused on because it is time-consuming and less satisfying in meeting people's daily need. So meat is a secondary complement to routine diet. The main meat source is beef, mutton, pork, and fish. But buffalo was an important assistant to farming in the past, so people wouldn't kill buffalo at will just to satisfy their appetite. Meat in the old days was even considered as a privilege of the upper class. In Warring States period, the emperor of Zhou dynasty ordered that 诸侯无故不杀牛，大夫无故不杀羊，士无故不杀犬士，庶人无故不食珍 which means that dukes were entitled to eat beef, senior officials to have mutton, and warriors to have pork, but only when the animals were killed to sacrifice. So even for the privileged ones, they did not have the freedom to enjoy meat as they wished. The scarcity of meat encouraged the Chinese people to focus on the nutrition of various vegetables. They aimed to make full use of vegetables and herbs and to achieve a balanced nutrition by matching food ingredients. This thought can be traced back to inner canon of Yellow Emperor, namely 黄帝内经。五谷为养，五果为助，五畜为益，五菜为充，气味和而服之，以补精益气。We can see that since 5,000 years ago, people have been living on rice and grains, or 5 cereals at that time, as a principal food, with fruits as subsidiary food source, livestock meat as additional nutrients, and vegetables as supplement. The selection of dish ingredients should be based on the ingredients' nature. Only when the ingredients complement each other in taste, nature, and nutrition can one get essence and energy from the food. Another influence of geographical difference on food culture is different preference in how thoroughly cooked the food is. For the Western, due to lack of modern storage measures such as fridge, fishermen or hunters prefer to taste the fresh meat without cooking as soon as they got their prey. This habit influenced their cooking habit later on. Normally, gradation of cooking can be divided into well done, medium well, medium, medium rare, and rare. Westerners seldom make food well done, and most of them prefer medium rare or rare. Some raw food habit can still be found in some countries. For example, in France, a famous dish is a steak tartare, a dish made with raw chopped beef and raw eggs. Second to steak tartare, Italian carpaccio is probably the most familiar raw dish. It is a dish of raw meat or fish, such as beef, veal, venison, salmon, or tuna, thinly sliced or pounded thin, and served mainly as an appetizer. It is named after a Venetian painter named Vittore Carpaccio, known for the beauty of his red and white tones, and was only dubbed in 1950 when the city held a celebration in the painter's honor. It was, of course, made in the region for centuries before that, but it had the much-less mellifluous name of Cane Crudo. In Germany, Met is minced pork flavored with salt, pepper, and garlic or caraway. One way to eat it, which was popular in the 70s, is to shape a lump of meat like a hedgehog, with onion rings or petal stick stuck in to form the spiny back. But it is a horse of different color in China. More than 6,000 years ago, Sui Ren Shi invented the way of drilling wood to get fire. Since then, Chinese ancient people left the age of eating raw meat and drinking fresh blood behind, and began a new era of diet by cooking. Although some dishes still remain to be served raw, such as cold vegetable dish, meat is supposed to be cooked well done. Sun Simiao, Chinese medical scientist in Tang Dynasty, explicitly expressed in his works about diet therapy, 千金十治 that 必不得食生、硬、黏、滑等物, which suggests that raw meat should not be eaten. In order to bring out the essence of food, some soups are even cooked more than 2 hours to be served. It is held deep-rooted that the nutrition mixed together after hours of cooking can benefit human more, and the soup is more nutritious than otherwise. Natural environment as a basis of humans living also exert fundamental influence on human civilization and human culture. The food culture is a case in point. The source of food, especially in ancient time, are mostly divided by the environmental conditions, such as climate, soil, landform, water source, etc. In order to survive in the specific environment, humans had to yield to the environment, and at the same time make full use of it. Hence, different geographical environment cultivates different food culture. Generally speaking, Chinese food culture is nurtured by the mild climate, fertile soil, abundant rivers, and rich plants on the diverse landforms. So Chinese food culture features edible vegetation. On the other hand, the Western countries benefited not from the oceans surrounding them, and tried their best to seek food source partly from the land and mostly from the ocean. The vicious oceanic conditions greatly influenced their food culture and characteristics. No wonder the Western food culture features meat. Okay, so that's what we need to learn in this class. Hope to see you very soon.